What's going on, guys? It's Danny from Slow Restoration, and we have some stuff to go over on the Escalade EXT, the pickup we just got, and we actually have some very unfortunate news with another Escalade, but we'll get to that. First of all, I want to try something. As you can see, I shaved, clean shaven here, but I saw something online. If you really focus and push, you can make your beard grow really fast. So let's try it here. It worked. It worked. Look at that. Or if I can do it the other way. Oh, that worked too. Back to clean shaven. We'll see how long that lasts. I guess you can believe some of this stuff you see online. Unbelievable. All right, we got this home. Let's see if we can get it running. Like I said, when we had it, Scout, every time. So we had this cranking and slightly firing. It just wouldn't start. It is low on fuel, so we're gonna throw some fuel in it. And as you can see, we do need to charge the battery. So we'll pull this battery out, put it on charge, throw a little fuel in it, and see what happens. I do see someone was messing with the fuse box. They have the cover off here, so not really sure what's going on with that, but let's get it checked out. Get the battery charged back inside here, hooked up. We did drop a little bit of gas in it also. So let's jump back inside and see if this thing fires. Well, it's firing. That's kind of what it was doing before. We cycled a key here a couple times. That's really annoying. Try and shut that door. It fires, it just doesn't want to keep running. Huh. It's really trying. With the engine covers out of the way, now we can get to the Schrader valve on the fuel rail and see if we have any fuel pressure at all. It's highly doubtful we have any fuel pressure or very low fuel pressure. That's probably why it won't run, because there was a brand new, I think I said this when I picked it up, a brand new fuel pump inside this vehicle. We open it up here, you can see it's actually never been, well, it might have been out of the box, but it was never installed for sure. So highly likely it's got a bad fuel pump in here, and I don't know if we really want to put a fuel pump in it just to start it. We can hear it actually does fire. I might miss something down the intake, but anyway, let's check fuel pressure and just rule that out. We have the battery on charge now. We'll give it a couple minutes. While that's charging, of course, these things are the oddball. You can see how they, I'll put these things aside. I took a picture of it bringing this home. So with this door shut, it's essentially a normal Escalade, just like the one we have right here. So from the doors forward, even this pillar here, they kind of cut it right there. So they cut right here, and I think they probably kept this same line up to here, and then they just put a pickup bed essentially on it. They have all these plastic covers. It does have the hard tonneau cover, and it's got that removable back window. So these things were kind of an oddball, but kind of neat too, just because of it. These pockets open up. or hatches open up. There is pockets, there's some stuff in there we'll have to dig out, see if we inherited anything good. And of course it's got the tailgate here and a whole composite pickup bed. So essentially, like I said, it is a normal Escalade ESV that they cut and made a pickup truck out of it. And like I said, you can see exactly how they did it. So it's kind of neat. I would almost be neat to take this stuff, see if we can. I'm pretty sure that was the opening for the window right there, and right there would be the window in a normal Escalade. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of neat. See if we have anything in here. Got a couple other things in here. We'll have to dig all this stuff out. Bosch brake pads, got some lights, clothes hangers. You never know when you buy these things what you're going to get out of them. Got our battery charged back up, back in there. We have our fuel pressure gauge hooked up to the fuel rail here, and I'm going to run inside. I'm going to set you guys up here pointing at that gauge, and you'll know before I do whether we have fuel pressure. All right. All right, so it looks like it's reading 0 now, but you guys saw that, so let me watch that back here real quick and see if we had any when I turn the key on. So it looks like it goes up when you turn the key on, it immediately goes down. So that's not a real good sign. I mean, it's a good sign that we have fuel pressure, but it shouldn't leak down that fast. It doesn't look like we have any leaks here. Well, let's give it another shot. And it fires immediately. Just won't stay running. So let's try this. All right, I did pull this air intake hose off. We have some starting fluid here. Let's mist a little bit in there and see if it'll stay running on that. Yeah, it should do it. Definitely made a difference. Definitely still won't stay running though. We hit that again with starting fluid. Just not enough to make it run. So we definitely have a fuel issue. I don't know whether it's bypassing the fuel pressure regulator and sending it right back to the tank or what's going on, but definitely it's not building enough pressure to make it run. 1 hour later. All right, digging around here a little bit. We do have some aftermarket electronics. So now I'm wondering if it's got some kind of weird fuel or alarm system. What's that say? Stinger double guard shock sensor. And then looking up under here, there's I don't even know what that is. Warp flash. I don't know if that's to make the lights flash or what that is. There's a bunch of wiring going to it. Not a good sign. I hate when people put aftermarket electronics on these things because now there's issues. All right, I'm unplugging some of this stuff. This thing is still, well, it's not lit up now because we just took the battery out to put it back in charge. But whatever this thing is, we did not, the only key we got with it was this. Wonder if there might be a chip in the key. I kind of think of it's a security issue, either aftermarket or maybe even factory. Because it does fire, it just won't stay running. So that's not the right key. It could be it. I might just stumbled onto something. But I did unplug some stuff under here. I think, well, it had some aftermarket lights on the interior, the blue things here, one over there. There's something weird up on the ceiling. I think they had some kind of a light show going on in here. Probably aftermarket stereo, because it is now gone too. And we actually did score here. Check this out. We got some Betty Boop floor mats. Check that out. We might have to keep them. As you can see there, we have it hooked up to the 06 Escalade, and we're going to see if a little bit more power, a little bit longer cranking helps. All right, let's give this another shot. Uh-oh. Actually stay running a little longer. Actually revved up a little bit. So having issues now. I'm wondering, I mean, it is firing, it's cranking, it's firing, all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's just got some bad gas, possibility too. Don't know how long this thing was sitting. Definitely, the more we try it, the better it's getting. So let me just keep trying it here. I think we're gonna get it. I think it's gonna run. All right, we're gonna turn the key off, back on, cycle that fuel pump. This is it. This is the time it's gonna run. Well, for a second and a half, yeah, it did run. It's definitely going longer. Alright, I just tried it there and it actually ran long enough. I took my hand off the key and it was still stuttering, so let's give it another shot here. Try not to give it gas. See if it does. So close. One thing I may have forgotten to mention, it is kind of loud. Well, it's going to be loud if it does actually start. The previous owner did cut the cat off, so it's kind of open manifold. So here's the aftermath of someone with no driver's license. Well guys, definitely not a video I wanted to make. I know you probably can't even see me. Unfortunately, it's dark. Some days you just have days where you shouldn't have even got up, I guess, but that's life. So obviously the GoPro battery died right at the worst possible time. I was in a hurry to get out. Long story short, my wife was in an accident. She is fine. A little bit sore, of course, but that was the first thing we made sure of, that she was okay. And then the second thing was get down to her as quick as possible. I did grab the GoPro, but like I said, the battery, I was not aware it was almost dead. Sometimes GoPro batteries suck. It's just how it is. I should have grabbed a second battery. I was just in a hurry. Anyway, we are on our way back to the accident site. We were able to get the Escalade off the road. I put a spare tire on it. I didn't want my wife to drive home by herself, so I brought her home. So now I have the trailer on the Yukon, and we are on our way back to pick up the Escalade. So that's that. When we get there, I did forget my flashlight too. I'll have to use my phone. So when we get there, we'll get it loaded up, we'll get it back home, and we'll go over damages, but it's 100% totaled. All right, we're here. You probably can't see anything again. It's dark out, sucks. But just do a quick, yeah, you can't see anything. So let me get this loaded up. We're over there. Let me get it loaded up. We'll get back home and figure out what we're gonna do here. So here's the sad fate of the Escalade. Obviously We can see it was rear-ended, pretty substantial damage. May not look like a ton at first glance, but if, you know, obviously back corner messed up. If you look at the door gap, it's somewhat okay. It actually overlaps the quarter, and you can see where the quarter actually went further under, so it buckled this whole thing. If you look right here, there's a nasty buckle in the pillar there. The rear axle is also pushed forward. We come under here, you can see where that bolt was pushed forward in the frame rail, and that control arm is also buckled. Of course, blew the tire out, that's the spare. So without getting too much into it, this door does not work. Neither does the hatch. So there is the sad fate of the 2006 Escalade.